Hello, everybody. We are joined by Sean Murphy, candidate for the Massachusetts Governor Council in the District 2 Democrat primaries, which take place on September 3rd. How are you today?
Hi, Tom. Thanks for having me.
Glad you could join us. So for those who may not know, can you explain the primary role and responsibilities of someone in the Governor Council?
So the Governor's Council has a lot of different roles, but the most important role is confirming judicial nominees, so one that everybody talks about. So when the governor wants to appoint somebody to be a judge, the nominee gets sent to the Governor's Council. It's the Governor's Council's job to ensure that the person is qualified, has the right demeanor, is a good fit for the bench.
All right. And help the voters get to know you a little better. Can you talk about your professional and previous political experience, and ultimately what made you decide to run for the Governor's Council?
So my professional experience is I'm an attorney. I've been a litigator for 10 years. I've been in front of a lot of good judges and not so good judges. I'm a first-time candidate for office. I didn't run for office before. It's my first time. But this position is important because the judiciary is the backbone of our democracy, and we really have to ensure that the judges that we get appointed to these positions are good matches.
All right. And can you please describe the experience and skills that you have that distinguishes you from the other candidates in this year's Governor Council race, and why you believe that you are the best choice for this position?
Well, like I said before, I've been a litigator for 10 years. I'm a lawyer. But before that, I wore many hats, like judges have to wear many hats throughout their careers. First and foremost, I am the son of Irish immigrants. I understand what it's like to immigrant to this country. I used to live in Ireland as a child. But I was also a veteran. I am a veteran. I used to be. I'm a veteran. I worked in blue collar most of my life. I was a union electrician. I've got the support of many unions. Many have endorsed me. And I think that my background, understanding what it's like to raise a family on a blue-collar salary, or the transition from military to civilian life, as well as my time in the courtroom, gives me the background to understand and evaluate good judges who are going to be well-rounded.
So if elected, what are your goals while you're part of the Governor's Council?
Like I said before, Tom, I want to ensure that we have good qualified judges. If you look at our system now, the legislature is politicized, the executive branch is politicized, and it should be. That's how elections work. When there's winners and losers, and the winners get to decide later on. But when it comes to the judiciary, I don't want to see it politicized. I'm a Democrat. I have democratic values, but I want my judges to be even keel. A good judge can take his or her bias, put it in their back pocket, and look at the facts and apply the law evenly to no matter who's in front of them. If you think about the judiciary, they're the great referees between the left and the right and everything in between, and we really need to make sure that they're very even-keeled.
Absolutely. Can you talk about the most important political issues or causes to you, and anything you have done to help address those causes or issues?
So it's not really applicable to the position, but the one that's dearest to my heart, the issue is veterans, right? Veterans in this country are so underserved. I myself remember the VFW. We do a lot of work to help our fellow vets with the VFW. Our firm, myself and my partner, we take an awful lot of pro bono cases for indigent veterans. I think most people would be surprised to hear that veterans make up the biggest demographic of the homelessness in this state and nationwide. There was a bill recently that had passed that's a good step for veterans. A good step, but it's not enough. The problem is veterans don't complain. They're not taught to complain. They kind of suck it up and deal with it and move on. But there's a lot of people coming back from Afghanistan, Iraq, or wherever, and the older veterans too from Vietnam. They have PTSD, some serious disabilities. And although the VA is a good system, I go to the VA myself. There still needs to be more funded. There needs to be more outreach. There just isn't enough yet.
So if people want to learn more about you and your campaign, where can they find more information about you?
They can find us at our website at www.electseanmurphy.com, and they also can find us on Facebook at Elect Sean Murphy to Governor's Council. And I think the URL is in the bottom.
All right, terrific. And to wrap things up, we're going to give you a minute or two to make one last final statement to the voters and why you think they should vote for you.
Hi, my name is Sean Murphy. I'm a father, I'm a veteran, I'm a former union member, I'm also an attorney. I'm running for Governor's Council to ensure that we have good, fair, unbiased judges. And I ask for you to vote for me on September 3rd. Thank you very much.
All right, Sean. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It was great talking with you. And that is going to wrap up this interview. That was Sean Murphy, candidate for the Massachusetts Governor Council District 2 Democrat primaries take place on September 3rd. Sean, thanks again.
Thank you, Tom.